Hello everyone and welcome back to another Savvy Sunday. I'm Jennifer Ellis and today we'll be talking about the 10 characteristics of a successful entrepreneur. So if you're someone that's considering becoming an entrepreneur and running your own business, or maybe you've just started out and you're wondering if this is a right fit for you, then keep on watching and we'll go through what you need to be a successful entrepreneur. Number one is passion and motivation. You need to know that this venture that you're about to embark on is something that you eat, breathe, can't stop thinking about, because the road to success is messy and it can be really difficult, and you really need that passion driving you to keep pushing forward rather than just giving up and walking away, because it is possible, but you need to be passionate about what you're doing and why you're doing it. And the second part of that was the motivation. Now, as an entrepreneur, you're not going to have a boss hanging over your shoulder, watching what you do, ensuring deadlines are met. You have to be able to kick yourself up the bum and keep yourself on track, completing all the tasks you need with your eye on the end prize, knowing that these tasks will all add up to success in the long run, as long as you do them. Number two, you need to be adaptable and flexible. So as an entrepreneur, it's really good to have a really solid idea of the direction you're going and what you need to do to achieve this. However, you can't be stuck in your ways. You need to be able to adapt to the market around you and what's actually happening within your market so that you can continue to grow and flourish. It's no good having the blinkers on and everything's changing around you and you're just missing all those opportunities because you can't see it and you're not willing to change with the market. Number three, being a risk taker, and more so being a calculated risk taker. If you don't try anything, you'll never grow. And as an entrepreneur, we have to be able to get out of our comfort zone and be able to try things without being concerned too much of the consequences, because in order to grow, you've got to at least give it a go, right? Otherwise, you're just in your own way. And there's no way you can possibly move forward without trying new things, because this is your business, this is your path. No one's taken your exact path before. So in order to figure out what works best for you, you've got to take some risks. Number four, copious amounts of self-belief. I'm here to tell you, if you haven't experienced yet, which I find it hard to believe, I'm sure you've all had someone tell you it's not going to work, there's no point trying, the market's too oversaturated, you name it, we've all heard it. There's always going to be naysayers, haters, people that just don't get it. And the important thing to remember is it's 99% of the time nothing to do with their opinion of you as to why they don't think it will work. It's more their opinion of themselves and their own environment. They're too scared to take risks. They haven't done the research to see that there is a gap in the market that you can fill. And they will often, even without realizing it, put you down because they don't want to see someone else grow in a way that they're too scared to. So don't ever listen to those negative people, because most of the time, it's not really them saying you can't do it, it's them saying that they're too scared to do it themselves. Number five, you're crafty. So if you don't have enough resources, you know how to make what you've got work for what you need. And you know how to think outside the box, you know how to be innovative and bring on new ideas to make something small go a long way. So when you think about it, chances are when you first start out, you won't have a lot of money behind you. So you really need to know how to make your small money grow into a lot of money, and as quickly as possible. Number six, you're fearless. Now, I don't mean fearless in the sense that you have no fear. I mean fearless in the sense that you're brave enough, even though you might be scared, to do it anyway. Number seven, you're not someone that just sits still. You don't rest on your laurels. Every day you're up, you're hustling, you're thinking about new ways to bring in business, and you're always on the go. You're not someone that just sits back and hopes that people will call you and hopes that somehow money will fall into your lap, because I'm telling you, that's not going to happen. You have to go find it. Number eight, you can take criticism. Now, I don't mean that this won't hurt your feelings, because sometimes when we're critiqued, it can hurt, especially when it's our business and we're pouring our heart and soul into what we're doing. When someone says, you know, it might not be the best idea what we've done, that can hit us where it hurts. But we have to be able to take a step back from that and really assess what they're saying and be able to think about it productively. And if it is indeed a genuine criticism, then you need to be able to work with that and improve yourself. I always say you should surround yourself with people that are smarter than you so that you can continually learn to grow. You never want to be stagnant in the one spot. You always want to be evolving, always want to be growing. That's how you become the most successful version of yourself that you can be. Number 9, you're okay being an outsider. Now, being an entrepreneur means often that you're the leader, that you're not following the crowd because what's everyone else doing? That's not what you want to do. You want to be ahead of the pack, you want to be leading them, and you want to be seen as the leader in your niche to actually generate that business. So you have to be comfortable with that, because often as a leader, you don't fit in, you're an outlier, and that's something that you do have to be comfortable with. Number 10, most importantly in my opinion, is that you recover quickly. You're going to be knocked down, things won't go your way. There'll be times where really big things happen that just are not what you expected. You have to be able to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and just start all over again. And you have to always keep in mind you're never starting over from scratch. You're never starting from the beginning, because each time you've learned something, you're starting a little bit more wiser. So you have to be able to pick yourself up and just keep on going. You can't be someone that gets knocked down and just loses it. You have to be able to dust yourself off. Now, you notice with these 10 characteristics is I have really focused on your mindset and the way that you deal with certain situations. This is imperative to know because it's not necessarily a technical skill that you need. Obviously, you have something that you're passionate about, but if you can learn all these traits and you can practice and get better and better at them, the more chance you will have of being a successful entrepreneur. So anyone can be an entrepreneur as long as you're mindful of what these characteristics are. And even if one of them is not a strength of yours, you can recognize it and you can work on it to make it a strength of yours. So I hope this helped you in your journey as an entrepreneur and understanding a bit more about what it takes to be an entrepreneur. And if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you're alerted every time I upload a new video. And I look forward to seeing you at our next Savvy Sunday. Thank you everyone, and have a productive week.